What's up, guys? Randy with Ace Tactical. We're going to be finishing up the ARC Reactor review out here in the rain in the Pacific Northwest. We got about 750 rounds to shoot today between the ARC Reactor and a couple other products, but we're going to be finishing this up. I took the optic off just because we're going to be torture testing that, so just running some irons for here, finish up the review. We have most of it done by now. We're just going to get the last shooting footage in and crank out 750 rounds today through this and a couple other things and get the content knocked out for you guys. Fucked up the reload, indexed poorly on my mag when I went to reload, but is what it is. Hands are wet out here, so recoil control is not that great either, but is what it is. We got the ARC Reactor, ARC Division ARC Reactor. So this thing, as you guys know, I've had it for a bit now since I had issues with the Ape Defense Wallace cut. And this thing's been running like a champ. Today we were shooting in the rain for a couple hours. We shot a few hundred rounds, I should say, not several hundred, but a few hundred rounds through this and then several hundred through the Kagwerks today. I'll be talking about that today as well, just in another video. So we're doing kind of a 2-for-1 today, just because my schedule's getting a little busier. It's getting a little harder out to get training done, or footage done, I should say. But yeah, this thing's still soaked. And then even in the rain, this thing is running flawless. I didn't have an optic on it today. Just running irons just because the optic I did have, it was the Siley Bull, which I'm not done with that yet. That I still need to do torture testing or more torture testing on. And then I'll knock out a video for you guys. So probably, I'm gonna say 3 weeks for the Siley Bull. This should be coming out in the next few days. And then the Kagwerks probably next week. But yeah, ARC Division, ARC Reactor. All right, guys, so ARC Reactor, we have about 1,200 rounds through it in total. And throughout those 1,200 rounds, I did not clean it once. I will be breaking this down and cleaning it for the first time today. And really, the only reason I'm cleaning it is just because it got soaked out in the rain. So that's really the only time I will clean my guns, is if it gets exposed to water, just so it doesn't rust. Rust will destroy your things, guys. So that's the only thing that's the only time I'll actually go ahead, break the gun down and take my time and actually clean it. You know, wipe it dry, re-oil all the spots that need to be oiled. Carbon buildup, not a big deal for a Glock, but water can definitely cause some issues. So going top to bottom, this is RMR footprint. I do believe they are starting to make an acro cut. I probably won't get it just because I have this. I don't really need to spend money on another one. I do love this. It's going to be, it is pretty cool. I have another Gen 5 frame that I'm going to send off to get stippled, and then I'll leave the grip tape on this one and probably throw a different Glock 17 Gen 5 upper on this setup. But as you can see, I got the blacked out Kagwerks slide release, Surefire X300, old reliable light as always. These I'm running, I think they're a Miraglow suppressor height sights. I don't know what height, but they're pretty good. They clear most any RMR footprint optic, I'm pretty sure. I think like a Delta Point Pro probably wouldn't clear. It's got a thick base, but the Siley Bull, these did fine with. I probably will throw an RMR HD on here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'll throw RMR HD from my 19X, and then I'm going to put the FDE RMR back on the 19X. Recoil impulse of this, I would say it's not as flat as the Ramjet. You guys will see footage that speaks for itself. But it is definitely flatter than a standard Glock 17 that would not be comped or ported, anything like that. So definitely an upgrade to stock. The feels great, looks great. 800 bucks. I don't know. I don't know if I would be sold on 800 bucks. Everything you get from ARC Reactor, I'm gonna say is worth the 800 bucks, just because their customer service, amazing. I've been in talks with some people from ARC Division, and so they've told me that this any of their products, whether it is you are the buyer or you're getting it used secondhand, full lifetime warranty. So even if I were to sell this to somebody and then they had issues with it, I don't plan on selling this, by the way, but even if I were to sell this to somebody, they had issues with it, they could hit up ARC Division, and they will warranty it. Whatever's wrong with it, they'll warranty it, get it fixed. My communication with them has been great. I've had no issues communicating with them. They've been very quick to reply any questions I had. I'll mention Ape Defense real quick. I did get the Ape Wallace back a few days ago. I think probably close to a week ago now. I'm gonna be shooting that, probably throwing that slide on here, and then I'll be shooting that, and I'll run them side by side to get a comparison. But for right now, ARC Division, ARC Reactor, good to go, great slide. I'm very happy with it. You guys will see footage from one of my buddies who has the ARC Reactor on a Glock 45. He's loved it. That's been his carry gun for several years now until he upgraded to Infinity, SVI Infinity, very expensive custom 2011. Yeah, there it is. My buddy's ARC Reactor Glock 45. This thing's beautiful. Nothing bad to say it. So far, the two ARC reactors that I have experience with, I have more round count through mine, obviously, but so far the two I have experience with, they have both ran flawless, and they look good. I hate doing high round count mag dumps like that, just because my fingers start stuttering, I start getting cadence, the count in my head goes off, and then grip starts to suck towards the end, so the gun gets a little more muzzle flip. But yeah, what can you do? High round mag dumps are fun. I hate when I feel my grip sucking and I notice the gun recoiling more. Or I also hate when I have a good cadence going and then it starts stuttering, starts slowing down or whatever. I knew I was forgetting something, guys. iPro. Don't be like me. Shoot with iPro on. What's up, guys? Randy with Ace Tactical. Today I'm joined by my buddies Jade and Ryan. I had them shoot the ARC Division Reactor equipped with a Glock Performance Trigger, Siley Bull. Jade, what did you think about this? I know you have some time behind other Glocks. You have a 19X with the agency comp of your own.
I do, and I'd have to say, honestly, I like this a little bit more than my everyday carry. I mean, the 19X is a phenomenal gun in general, but this was actually really smooth. I really enjoyed every part of it. I mean, that slide action is absolutely amazing. That optic was definitely something unique. But overall, I was really impressed with it. It took me a second to get used to the fact that it didn't have a slide release.
Oh yeah,
you know,
it's getting Cerakoted right now. So
that makes sense. Yeah, no, that was the only thing that threw me off about that. But besides that, I liked everything about it.
How'd the recoil impulse feel?
I was just about to say the recoil was actually phenomenal. I have an agency comp on the end of my 19X, and I felt like with this, even with the ported barrel, that this had a smoother recoil than my 19X. I had a really easy time shooting this, and you know, sometimes I find myself kind of having some troubleshoot on 19X, but with this guy, I mean, it was absolutely natural. I have nothing bad to say about this setup whatsoever.
Good to hear. I'm glad to hear. I know, Ryan, you have ARC Reactor on a 45. I put some rounds through it.
Yep.
And I liked it a lot. What did you think about the 17?
So with the 17, it feels a lot more balanced than I would say the 19. I don't know if it's just maybe the extra barrel, you know, helps push it more forward, more down. But as far as kind of my reaction towards the 17 and the 19, it's been a little bit since I shot the 45. But from just shooting this again, I mean, it's...
How many rounds do you think you have through your 45 setup? I know that was your main piece for a long time.
Yeah, so that was my carry gun for like a handful of years. I would say maybe 5 to 7 years I've had it. And then it has been in multiple iterations. And then the final slide that I ever kind of decided on was the Arc Reactor slide for the 19 size, Gen 5. And then when I got it, it was a really nice shooting. I would say that compared to like, you know, a stock gun or so, obviously it's going to be more flatter. But as far as the big question is it worth the money to kind of, you know, pip out your gun and do all this? I would say it kind of depends on you yourself. If you want the ports and you want something more compact without adding extra length, definitely go with something like the Arc Reactor. If you want to, you know, try the Radiant Ramjet, that's also another good option. I feel like the Ramjet might work a little bit better.
I think the Ramjet is still to date my favorite compensator.
Yeah, but I don't have as much rounds on that as, you know, let's say the Arc Reactor, I would say. But as far as kind of the 17 length goes, this feels a lot more balanced. It doesn't feel as snappy as my 45, I would say.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure what you're shooting today, 115, 124? Great.
I don't. I think I had you shoot 124.
Okay.
And then I had you shoot like a mix because it was just random bullets I found in the bottom of my bag.
Yeah, other than that, I mean, like, as far as recoil controls, I mean, you can track the dot the entire time. I mean, this is also.
What do you think of that optic? You were the one that recommended that to me.
Yeah, so I'm not normally a person to kind of.
Yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Everything else, it's a Glock. You guys know I love Glocks. Glock performance trigger's great. No magwell on this one, but that's all I have. Arc Division has the green light from me. I would highly recommend anybody. Wouldn't second guess them. Again, that is off of my sample size of 2. So this and then Glock 45. If you guys have any issues, feel free. Let me know in the comments. Let everybody else know in the comments. My experience with them is not the end all be all. So if you had bad experience, I would love to hear it. If you had great experience, I would love to hear it too. But as far as my sample size of 2, very happy with Arc Division. That's all I got for you guys. Thanks for checking out the video. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more stuff to come. Thanks, guys.